Right then, hello and a very warm welcome back to Copa Petrobras de Marcas and the resumption of the Ridge Racer Sprint Series. After the first two rounds, this is the point standings as follows. Ian White is leading away at the moment with 35. Then we have a three-way tie for second with Harry Wills, Brandon Foster and James Barrow all on 28 points, and the top five with Aidan at the moment with 27. Last in the point standings at the moment is Aqua Ace with only 10. I'm not doing too well either. I'm right down with only 19 points. So we're all going to head off then for round number 3, which is Interlagos, the cafe layout, which is a little chicane on the last corner. So yeah, I will see you all on the grid then for qualifying. And here we are then, qualifying has already been concluded, and this is the grid lineup then. Link TV is on pole position with Ian White alongside on row number 1. Row 2 is James Barra and Brandon Foster with Aidan and Aqua Ace locking out row 3. Row 4 is the Pink Machine of Retro Gamer Kevin and Henri Clater. Row 5 is Harry Wills and David White. On row 6 is HCR and Marty Andrews, and coming up at the back is myself in 13th position. Righty-ho then. Right, let's just make a couple of adjustments. The steering lock we want to put up to 32, and the laps of fuel, because it's a 15-minute race as always, so I'm going to put about 11 laps worth of fuel. Race should take about 9 to 10 laps, depending on how quick the race progresses. Right then, yeah, let's get underway. As always, it's going to be a rolling start with a formation lap. And we'll get the standings on there as follows. So yeah, it's been a little while since we've had round 2. I think it's been about 3 or 4 months. So yeah, it's been a little while. And away we go. Now I have been doing a bit of testing as well recently with Automobilista, Automobilista 2, Stock Car Extreme, and Formula Truck 2013. This game is a little bit weird when it comes down to frame rate and how the game behaves. Because this is pretty much a tech demo for Stock Car Extreme, the game isn't very well optimized, and because of that, I have to run the game in 720 but record in 1080. I did run the game in 1080, but the replays were so unwatchable. They were very juddery. I don't get any of that problem with Formula Truck or Stock Car Extreme or even Automobilista. So yeah, again, this game is very inconsistent, and even now there's a few judders with the frame rate, but that is nothing to do with my hardware setup. It's literally because this is a demo, more or less. So yeah, I mean, like yesterday's video of the tests I did with the Unos on Automobilista ran max graphics in 1080, no problems whatsoever. This game, yeah, no, it's not possible. So there is another thing as well. Because of the testing that I was doing yesterday, Automobilista 2 does run absolutely fine, but I do have to run that game as well in 720 and the graphics only on medium, because yeah, it's a bit more of a high intensive game, and I have a medium spec graphics card. I'm still using the same graphics cards I had before, which is the Aorus Radeon RX 570. So it's not top of the range by any stretch, but it's sort of like medium tier. The processor and everything is a lot more higher spec than the previous system, as I've mentioned before in one of the Max Power episodes, but yeah, you know, I mean, I can only do what the system allows me to do, so if there are some frame drops or lagging, then yeah, I do apologise. But enough waffling on about that. Through the chicane, which I don't like at all, because you can't really see the apex with the A-pillar in the way. Everyone increases their speed. Pace car will pull off shortly. And there we go. Everyone is picking up speed. And round 3 is underway. And already battling our way through the positions one by one. Now, you will find, because of the abrasive nature of this circuit, the tyres will go off fairly quickly. I've already done a test race on this one, and yeah, the tyres went off around about the 8-minute mark of the 15-minute race, so you tend to get a lot of understeer. Turn the steering, and the car just goes straight. So luckily everyone is bunching up. There's Retro Gamer Kevin in the flamboyant pink mappy machine, rattling over the curbs and really making up positions left, right and centre. There's someone's being held up. I don't know if they got issues with the engine or what, but everyone is being held up. Oh, and rattling again over the curbs. That's one thing I would like to invest in the future, would probably be a belt-driven steering wheel. Because the G29 is fantastic, but it is very loud when you go over curbs. And it sounds like something is loose in the hub itself, but no, that's just where it's gear driven, it rattles a lot, so. Bloody hell, and the leader, look at the lead he's got. Well, you can't because the replay's going to be covering a little bar at the bottom, but Link TV has got a massive lead. Oh, that's one thing I want to try to avoid turning, is the tyre scrubbing too much. So after a chaotic lap 1, we're already up into 4th place, which is absolutely fantastic. Get it down into 3rd gear, and again going wide. Now that could be down to me as well, because I haven't really had a lot of practice with the steering wheel for over a month, ever since the old system was acting up. So I haven't really used the steering wheel in anger for at least a month. And I've actually made the steering lock a lot higher this time around, because before I was using 540 degree steering lock for this championship. I boosted that to 900 degrees. So I do have to turn the steering a lot more than I did have to previously. That's why in the garage before the start of the race, I turned the steering lock up to 32 degrees, or 33, something like that. Yeah, it just makes the steering a lot easier than keeping it default. So the car responds a bit more quickly. Again, this is a scary part, because that tyre bundle is impenetrable. If you go into that, then it will wreck your race, and that is one thing I want to try to avoid. We did have a retirement for round 2 at Brasilia, and I don't want another one, so. Right, starting at lap number 3. I'll get back down into 3rd gear. Go through the S's. It seems like we're pulling a little gap on the rear end. There seems to be a bit of a bottleneck at the back between 5th and 13th place. Oh, there is another thing I would like to mention as well, is I did have the car set I created for this championship posted on Race Department, but recently Race Department have got rid of their Copa Petrobras subcategory. I don't know if that's just because not many people were actually making files for it, or what, or because it's old and, like I said, it's just a tech demo pretty much. But they have got rid of it, so if anyone does want the car set for this game, it does work on Stock Car Extreme as well, and Automobilista. But if you do want the car set, I will gladly post it or upload it to Mega and then post a link to it in the comments. But yeah, just let me know if you do want to get your hands on this car set, and I will do that for you. Someone did ask me if I was going to make any more car sets for the Racer Studio games, and yes, I will do. They did mention Ridge Racer 4, or R4, R-Type 4, or whatever. And yeah, there's a lot of variety in the car sets on that game. But it is a bit of a struggle when you're trying to replicate a car livery and you're using PlayStation 1 graphics to do it, because with the pixelation it's a little bit difficult, like it was with this one. It was a bit of a task to try and get all the graphics added to the car. But yeah, I will try my best if people do want it. I need to get back into making skins as well for racing games. As long as they're not iRacing, because I made a skin on iRacing for moving chicane in the LMP1 or LMP2 category, and those templates are total ass. They are so bloody confusing, and what they don't tell you is that you try and place a graphic or a decal on the side of, like, say for example a side pod, and it's upside down. And they don't bloody tell you that in the template. They like, oh, flip this way because it's upside down. No. And I'm gonna try and do some more replica car skins for the Renault Clio Cup. I would love to make an entire Renault Clio UK Cup car set. That is going to be my task for 2021. I've already got a couple of cars from 2018, I think, Antwerp Eels, or 2019 anyway. So Antwerp Eels is one of them. Dan Zelos, I want to do another one of his. Mike Bushell, and so on. I will try and get hold of some of these drivers as well and see if they've got any high-resolution photographs of their machines, so I can work on the car skins a little bit better. So that'll be cool. I think if I did a car set for 2019, it would be a lot easier, because there were only like between 11 and 14 cars in the entire season. It wasn't a massive grid for 2019, but of course that was the last season that the Renault UK Clio Cup was actually on the TOCA package, or TOCA package. And now the Mini Challenge is now on the package instead, which is good, because the cars that they use for the Mini Challenge is the same cars that they use in the Automobilista and Stock Car Extreme games, so I can actually make a car set. Oh, and what's going on here? There's a battle between James Berra and Ian White. James Berra gets the victory though on the battle and moves up into second, but Ian White's got the inside line. Will he take the decision back? And it looks like he has, but James Berra's still got the inside line going into this left-hander. And this is slowing them down, slowing me up as well, so I'm actually going to make it 3 wide. 3 wide and take them both on the inside, because I can. Technically, James Berra is my teammate, because the number 4 machine that I'm driving and number 3 were both together. So yeah, James Berra is unofficially my teammate for this one, so yeah, cool. And it looks like he's going to try and come up on the outside. Yeah, look at that. See in my mirrors. Back down into 3rd gear. Berra making a move on the inside. I've gone a little bit wide, and now Ian White as well is going to take another stab at it and gets the move done. Oh, there's a bit of a tussle. 5 minutes to go. 10 minutes down already. Now the other pack behind are starting to catch up slowly as well. Between 6th and 8th. 9th and 13th are still lagging at the back, but there's still a massive lead. Oh, by Link TV. I never used to like Interlagos, or I pronounce it Interlagos because, yeah, I'm weird. But yeah, I never used to really like this layout of the circuit, but ever since I've been racing on it with this game, Automobilista Stock Car Extreme, I've actually grown to really love this track, because some of the corners are so fast and flowing, it just get a right rhythm to it, and it's awesome. Some of the other circuits, mind you, I still need a bit of practice on, like some of the street circuits that they use. Taruma is another one of my favourites, even though on this game it is a laggy piece of garbage. And it still is a laggy piece of garbage on Stock Car Extreme as well, and Automobilista. The little issue gremlin graphical anomaly in the pit lane, which causes all the graphical malfunctions, has not been fixed, which is a bit concerning. But there's another one as well. It's very, very thin. It looks like a hook, and I can't remember the name of it. But that track is also hot garbage because I suck at it really, really bad. But there's another one as well. Again, I can't remember the names of it. But it's like a track that has been built into the hillside. It's got no barriers on the inside. It's just trees. And I had a multiplayer race there a while ago when Rick was doing some servers. And yeah, that track is also really fun. There's a chicane right near the end before a right-hand hairpin. And if you get the line right, you can go through there flat out and make up so much time. Mind you, I only succeeded once, because every other time I chickened out and crashed. Okay, I can hear engines behind me. You can see them in the rear view mirror as well, that the cars are catching up behind. So we're going to have to make some moves. And so far so good. My tyres have not worn as much as they did in the practice race. So I think that's because the two battling up ahead, I've been keeping my distance just to make sure I don't ram into the back of them or whatever, but right here, get it down into third gear, get the car slowed down nice enough, get the apex, and lovely job. James Barrow loses second place out to Ian White. Got two Whites in this championship, Ian White and David White, no relation. And we should be coming up to the latter half of this race now. I think halfway through the next lap we should get the 1 minute to go. Oh no, we got it now, there we go. Speak of the devil, 1 minute to go, so it should be the completion of this lap and then the resumption of the 9th lap. So yeah, 9 laps will be the race distance for this one. Again, I don't want to make any unnecessary risky moves, that's why I'm just keeping my distance from the two cars ahead. I don't want to dive bomb into a corner or cause any damage, because it is very, very easy to damage your suspension on these machines. A slight tap on the side and your car ends up crabbing all over the place. Nice, take a fistful of curb. That chicane in the Renault Clios, not Renault Clios, the Fiat Unos. Oh, it's so much fun. You can actually go through there flat out in third gear. And if you get the curb just right, there we go, 1 lap to go. If you get the curb just right, you can actually get it on 2 wheels. And that is so satisfying to get it on 2 wheels and then you keep the car straight going through the complex. So it looks like Link TV is going to pick up the victory. Ian White, the points leader at the moment, is going to take second unless James Barrow has anything to say about it, and I think we're going to go a bit wide. Nope. And And I'm going to finish 4th, which isn't too bad. Come on, let's really push for the final lap. Really tease the throttle going right now. Down into 2nd. No, I don't think we're going to have enough, but it looks like James Bear is going to look for a move on the inside. No, thinks better of it. So one thing you don't want to do going through the chicane is go too wide through there. And there we go then, a 4th place finish for round 3. That is not bad at all. I will take those points. Woohoo! Flash me lights. And there we go, race is complete. Fan-bloody-tastic. So with that then, I will continue my cooldown lap, get back to the pits, and I will see you all for the current point standings then after the 3rd round at Interlagos. And there we go then, that is race 3 complete. Race 3 of 8 is not really, I think it's roughly 5 races, because they do skip a few of them for some weird reason. But yeah, Ian White then leads the way still with 55 points. Link TV moves up into 2nd with 49. Then James Bear is 3rd with 46, and Aiden has moved up as well with 39 points. I have also moved up. I am now in 6th position with a good haul of 35 points, tied with Harry Wills. And then there's another tie as well, Brandon Foster, Retro Gamer Kevin. Marty Andrews is up there as well with 37 points. And last at the moment is David White. So yeah, Aqua Ace has moved up then. There's a 3-way tie for last place at the moment between Aqua Ace, Henri Clater and David White. HCR is up there as well in 10th with 20 points. Then you have the tie again with Brandon Foster, Retro Gamer Kevin. So that was round 3 complete, and I will leave it here for now. We'll be back with round 4 fairly soon. I'm going to try and get this series completed as soon as possible. So I will leave it here for now. Thank you very, very much for watching, as always, and I will see you for round 4 soon. Thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.